Medical disclaimer. This video is for informational purposes. It does not replace the medical advice of a trained doctor. Seek medical advice before beginning any treatment plan. Hey, it's time. Blood sugar, I'll just show you that, is now 7.2. Pretty damn good. Don't need to show you time and range because that was from an earlier video. So, today I want to continue on with our Back to Basics series. Back to Basics is basically, like a little pun, how we can start to take care of ourselves, but going back to the simpler things. One is with the diagnosis. Think back to the day when you were first diagnosed and how you felt up to that moment. Chances are you felt like crap. There's also something that if you haven't really been watching things and taking care of yourself, sorry, I'll keep my hands down, is that you're probably just on the line to start feeling crap again. That you may have started to feel sick again, and that's what came to you and said, you know what? Maybe I need to go back and start taking care of myself again. First thing you need to be aware of is if you're starting to feel sick all the time, you need to go see your doctor. Number one, before going back and starting any plan that you want to get your blood sugars in tighter control, you need to include them. They were there at the beginning, and now you need to make sure that you follow these steps. Giving yourself a goal is great, but start off with your doctor. Being sick, being thirsty all the time, urinating all the time is really there, and it brings back memories. In fact, the one thing I notice now is how easily it reverts back. And what I mean by that is it reverts back when you start feeling sicker, quicker. Now, things like when I was on a shot, and I would take my shot, or days I'd forget to take my shot, and then have to go to work and then go to the drugstore and get insulin. I notice the feeling right away. I know when my blood sugar is starting to rise. And I think back, why does anyone really want to go back to the time before they were diagnosed? Treating yourself every day is the best way. Diagnosing yourself isn't. Your doctor may want to do tests. He may want to open up and say, hey, This is working, this isn't working. Why? Chances are you may be fighting some other ailment that is making your blood sugars go higher. It's not just you imagining things. Open up and learn. Now, we have so many more tools open to us nowadays. We have our blood sugars. We have our ketone meters. We have many different insulins where you could force yourself back from that feeling and the feelings you felt when you were first diagnosed into, oh, I got rid of it. I got rid of my ketones. I can do anything. I don't need to go to the doctor. That's a dangerous spot to be in. You need to be aware, and if you are in that predicament, feeling like how you did when you were diagnosed, and if you're starting something new, talk it over with your doctor. I've said this a number of times. To speak it over with your doctor when you are starting something new. When you get a great idea off the internet, but talk it over. Your doctor may have better plans, but when you're going in there, be truthful in what you've done. Don't sort of make up little lies. We all know, oh well, yes, I'd be doing perfect, but I want to just be in tighter control. Doesn't always work that way. So you have to be open to change. You may have in your mind, but there's an awful lot of people who have let themselves go with their diabetes and don't sort of involve the doctors, the nurses, because they are afraid that they're going to be yelled at. And you know what? You have to be truthful with them right along the board. If you're unable to do something that they've suggested because it can't fit in with work, home life, whatever, or you're not getting the tight control that you and your doctors have been wanting, then you need to speak to them and speak to them honestly. Now, if you continue on the road of not watching what you're eating, eating junk, garbage, you're going to end up back in the hospital feeling the way you did. And that is DKA, diabetic ketoacidosis. And it's when your body can't get insulin to open up the door to the cell to give the cell the food it needs. It's pure and simple. Just think how much better you feel when your blood sugar is at a normal rate. And you need to keep that at a normal rate. Don't be, oh well, yeah, I'll solve it later. I'll take more insulin later. That's not the point. The point is you need to control. And as such, you'll feel better. You'll have more energy. Life just is so much easier. So keep that in mind. Diagnosis. Remember how you felt. You don't want to go back to that. Your diabetes will continue to grow, and it'll make you feel better if you take care of yourself. I'm not going to go and tell you, oh, you'll lose an eye, or lose the sight of your eyes, you'll lose your leg. No. Just think how much damn better you'll feel. It's going to take some effort. So just do it. With that, have a super day. We'll continue later. Bye now. My email is mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com. mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com.